I hate grifters. I don't think I've made that a secret. But I don't think I've ever explained or fully articulated why I dislike them so much, or like I said before, hate them. And it's really quite simple. It's because you have people who, at one point, I truly believed had a real passion for creating stuff they cared about. And it wasn't about making money or the views. It was just about talking about what they really, really loved. But at some point, which is inevitable, apparently, for these grifters, they talked about something maybe they didn't like, and then it popped off a bit, and that became their entire personality. And if you don't believe me, look at on the screen as you're seeing people's older videos and their most recent stuff. Notice the change in thumbnail, output, content, the titling, all that stuff. No longer are we talking about being excited to having rare mythic pulls or your favorite comic book storylines or 10 games you really loved in your childhood. No, those are gone. Now it's, let's talk about how this game failed because it's DEI. The Sweet Baby is garbage. Everything's woke. This is terrible. This is bad. This is bad. Everything's bad. Everything's bad and bad all the time. This is what I hate. It is so obvious that they're just doing this for money, and it blows my mind because the people who will come against me, attack me, calling me a shill or whatever, will defend this. An obvious grift. These people do not care about the shit they're actually talking about. Because if they did care, they would still make content at the very least similar to what they're making before. Now, I'm not against people changing up content. Hell, I've done it. When I first started this channel, I was trying to be a Let's Player like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, like everyone in the world, right? I was trying to do that too. Was I good at that? Clearly not, right? Because even I started to feel the pressure, and even I felt like I was being too fake because I'm playing these games because they're popular and like give me attention, not because I actually want to play these games. Some of them I do like, but like I definitely did have games on there where I was playing it just because maybe this is the one I actually pop off. I was being disingenuous, but I recognized that. And so I found my way to the content I feel the most comfortable doing, which is the stuff you guys are seeing more now, which objectively is better content than I was playing on before. Now, am I getting 100 million views? Of course not. But I still feel like I'm putting out better content than before. And it's more my personality, less of something that's more scripted and sculpted. But for these guys, this isn't them. I don't believe that. I don't believe it's them. Because we saw what they looked like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. And we saw that passion. And now you're seeing this factory of just outrage. That's all they're producing because that's all they have. And I don't know what went wrong with them, but this is some of the like most talentless shit to put out. It's just anger and rage. Why are we making videos talking about literally dancing on the grave of a game? You were talking about how much you love playing like fucking Mass Effect, and now you're talking about how these companies are too woke. Like, that's what I hate about these grifters. They are not consistent and they are lying to you, and they will do whatever it takes for money. I fucking love video games. I love video games. I love anime. I love sport. I love a lot of stuff. I love these things. So it makes me happy to be able to talk about it and to even have one person engage and like it. Yesterday on my Twitter, I was talking about how much I love video game music and how I would love to do a video on that. And I got into a conversation with one of my followers, and we're just talking about Lost Odyssey, how much that shit slapped, and how Uematsu is our god, and how he don't miss, and especially Lost Odyssey. You guys should listen to the Lost Odyssey soundtrack, or just play the game. But that was fun. That was just one person. Even when I get like 100 views on a video, I'm like, wow, 100 people stopped and looked at my video and said, hey, this is not bad, and we actually agreed to this. We like this. That's cool. Or, someone saw a video and said, hey, this sparked a reaction to me. I want to tell you this. I think you're wrong about this. Okay, cool. We can engage in a conversation. That's great. But I do this because I genuinely have a love for this. I don't think people who have a love for anything can produce content like that. I don't. I think the people from 6 years ago loved what they were doing. I think people now hate what they're doing, and they hate what they've become because now they have to do this all the time. Because now they're known as the outrage person. You're the pronouns guy. You're the guy who hates people who are slightly different than you. You're the girl who will defend all these grifters. You're Melanie Mack, who was at one point talking about how more diversity is great, and now she has to say the F slur every video and get banned from Twitch just to be relevant. Like, look at that trajectory, and you're going to look me dead in my shit and tell me that's not only good content, but these people are trustworthy? These are credible people? These are people who you should take their word for it? Because they have what? A genuine interest in this? No. Of course they don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing this. But they don't care. Whatever passion, creativity, love they had is dead. It is dead. I mean, hell, there's even some people who I've seen admit they do this for money. They do this because they know this is how it works. And we're still saying that they're credible. We're still promoting them. We have people on this platform who have messaged minors with the intention of having some sort of contact with them, who've had that triple confirmed, who people are denying that because they want them to play video games. Seen as a good person, everyone's just out to get them. They all went out for him. Let's be real. They're all, it's Dr. Disrespect. They're all coming for the doc. These people who, again, used to put out videos talking about they love Mass Effect. Now it's, this shit's gay and woke and dumb. You have people completely delete their channels and put these videos up to be more current with their grift. You have all this happening here. And then the fact that people will just defend them will always blow my mind when it's right in your face. You can look at their history. You can literally see when the grift started. But then when I point that out, I'm clout chasing, I'm being a hater. No, what I'm doing is telling you guys that the people you are promoting are not who you think they are. These people do not have a genuine passion for gaming. They don't care about the industry being better. They want you angry and mad because it gives them money. I have stated that before in a longer video, but it gives them money. That's why they do this. Look at any of their older videos. I showed you like 3 or 4. I don't know, I'm editing this later on, but I showed you a couple. There are hundreds of people now grifting. You could look at their old video. Tell you what, do a little experiment. Type in any woke game. Type in Concord or Dustborn. Click on the videos that say they hate that shit. Click on their oldest videos. See how consistent they were with that sort of methodology. See when they changed, and you'll notice a pattern. Again, this isn't to say that content doesn't change. Like I've said, I've changed my content in terms of focusing more on Let's Play, but I'm not suddenly anti everything in gaming and modern games are bad, because that's stupid. These people are doing that because of money. So if you hate games journalists because they're untrustworthy, because they'll do anything for clicks, if you hate these companies because they'll do anything to get money, you then have to be consistent internally and look at these people and decide. Because if you're okay with them doing that for money, then you gotta be okay with journalists doing it for money. You gotta be okay with these AAA companies doing it for money. And if you're not okay with those two, you can't be okay with the last one. And I think that's where, honestly, where all this anger comes from. Because you guys, in some level, understand that you're being lied to, but you don't want to believe that, because then you have to reevaluate your relationship to the game industry in terms of game journalists and reviewers and all that other stuff. And it's much easier to just listen to the guys who are telling you it's okay to be mad while they're doing the same thing than to take that step back. But I'm asking you just to take that step back and really look at where you're getting information from. Are these people credible? What makes them different from those journalists you hate so much? Because anything, to me, YouTubers, we have more of a thinner barrier between us and you. These journalists, they just put their names in articles and maybe they're on Twitter, but there's no relationship there. So these people you're building a relationship with and they're lying to you. Why is that okay? But then if a game journalist does it, or if a industry insider does it, it's the biggest thing in the world. Ask yourself that. Check out their older videos. See where they are now. Are they consistent? Are these people credible? All right, And while you're doing that, you can check my videos too. I'm gonna put something, I don't know, probably this way, because that's how mirrors work. And also this is where you just put my other videos. And then this is a subscribe. You can do that. Like and subscribe, baby. This is a fun, lighthearted video.